Welcome to the Yeti course. In the first step, we get to know the principles of Yeti. I'm starting with a plane. In the Yeti panel, we can add node and groom. Select the model and hit Yeti Node. In the node settings, we can see that the model has been added in the graph section. This time we select the model and hit the Yeti Groom. Let me change their names. Before we start, the Yeti node must recognize Groom. For this purpose, we add Groom in the graph section. We can see the Yeti Graph Editor tab. First, we choose the Groom in the settings. Select Edit Groom in the tool setting. We see the Edit Guide tools. In the Yeti, guides were called strands. Let's start with the first tool. This tool is used to add strands. As you can see, a strand has been added to every vertex of the model. We can freely add strands by unchecking Create Mesh Vertices. The second tool is used to delete strands. Do you want to increase the length of the strands? Simply increase the strand length. Let's add some strands. Good. The third tool is called Scatter. Most of the time it is necessary to add the strands manually, however, the scatter sometimes is useful. You can control the scatter density. The comb tool is used for combing. What is this curve? Can you guess? Fall off from the root to the tip of the strands. The left side represents the root and the right side represents the tip of the strands. The next tool is called Direction. Easily control the direction of the strands around the normal axis. The next tool is Straighten, which straightens the strands. The next tool is called Lift. The difference between Straighten and Lift is that the Lift tool lifts the strands off of the surface of the mesh, while the Straighten tool straighten out the strand's shape across the length using the base as a normalized direction. The Move tool is used to move strands. Do you want to increase or decrease the size of the strands? Use the Scale tool. Let's use the clamp to clamp the strands. You can feel it better in the high number of strands. Twist the strands around the center axis of the brush with the help of the Twist tool. The tangent aligns the strands to the surface tangent. Trim away the ends of strands using the Trim tool. And Sculpt tool, which is the most useful for me. Shape the strands manually. I like to use about 0.7 brush softness. If you want to modify all or some of the strands at the same time, use Fill tool. Hold the control and select some strands. In this case, all modifications will affect the selected strands. You can soften the strands with Smooth. You can invert the selection. Finally, the mirror button simply mirror your strands. Do not worry about other parameters, I will mention them in the next lessons.